I think it's interesting to review all the studies that have been done about health. The longest study ever, it is already 78 years, the study. They started in US and UK with children. They follow up all their life until they die. Most of them already die. And they were searching factors about health and longevity, just to see if people living longer or to what is health. So they studied so many things. They're taking the blood out, checking the vitamin, protein, the diet. They were expecting a lot of things in the diet, in the habits. The final conclusion after so many years is a very beautiful conclusion. It's like the most important for health and longevity is the quality in relationships, in human relationships. And this one is quite beautiful. The longest study ever about health, this is the result. Those who were holding this quality in relationships, no quantity, but the quality, the health was stronger. Now there are many other studies, and all of them that fall into two different groups. One of the groups actually is express out, which is important for relationships. Your people around you, they should know you. They should know what you need. And most of the troubles in the family happen because for many years we don't say it, we don't speak with one another sincerely. So the mistake is you are expecting me to know something from you. Because you don't know, I'm angry with you. So that's what are you citing me? You should know what is going on in me. So then it's conflict, right? Just tell me straight away what do you really need. What everybody needs is again love, respect, and admiration. This is what we are demanding. Most of the time we are shouting, "Why the toilet is dirty?" Yeah, the problem is not the toilet. The problem is that you are not proving me with this action respect, or love, or admiration. I don't care about the toilet. I care that you don't give me respect. There's most of the fights underneath is that one. So expressing out means express out with honesty and at the right time. Don't tell me what you need 20 years later. Then that will be difficult, not already quite late to say so. But very common, people after hating one another, suddenly 20 years later, they hug, they love, they cry, I'm sorry, for 20 years of non-expressing out properly. Yeah? So they found out expressing out, it maintains quality in relationships. And the other group of studies, they are falling into be useful to others. You're useful to yourself, then it doesn't, it's no counting. You have to be useful to others. You think about it, you express out honestly at the right time, and you are useful to the group, then this is a good system to get a quality in relationships. If you are not doing this job, very simple thing, then you can get so many troubles with your family members, especially the family members, right? But also your friends, your colleagues at your work. Those are groups, belonging groups. The beautiful of these studies is that they are telling us that one single individual is nothing but his connection with the groups. The most important for health is not me alone. If I taking care about my diet, I taking care about my body, I do it to the gym, but I don't connect with people, then I will be the most healthy guy at the cemetery. They die soon, but very healthy body. Yeah, we humans are the most social speed ever, more social than ants. So the only health it is with the group. So along your life, let's say thousands of different groupings you are belonging to, and this is healthy. It should be like this. I think one of the problems right now in the families is that because we humans have to live in tribes. So only one mother and one father is very dangerous. My mother, a single mistake, which is very normal, we are humans. My mother make a mistake and I get a mistake right on myself. My father make a mistake, also myself. But if you live in a tribe community, you have one father, biological, but many of the guys are like fathers too. So then you can judge your father in comparison with those guys. And my mother, one biological mother, but many other mothers around me. So living in small communities, it was very nice. We are designed like this. Right now, our society is very me and my family, closing the door. Living in an open tribe is very healthy for human beings, because you have reference to judge what is going on. It's impossible that your mother is fully perfect. It's impossible. There's no human being with no mistakes. Impossible. I'm expecting my father to be perfect. There's no chance. But if my father is not giving me this, then I go to that guy and he will give me. My auntie, my cousin, So this is always the nice thing, big families. And nowadays, it's less and less big families. Like in this Western society, it's called nuclear family. Only mother, father, and sons, or children. Yeah, no, not uncles and cousins anymore. But anyway, what are the other studies? So the knowledge of the dragon is I'm not treating one single individual. I want this individual to fit into your groups. The advice is not fuck your father, he was an asshole. Not you have to love him, respect him, admire. I don't care what he done to you. You have to love him. Find a way. You have to love the people. Your groups are your health. You cannot say I hate my family, because then you hate yourself. You I hate my family, you are killing yourself down. I'm sorry, but we have to love here everybody. Now another studies interesting. For example, singing. People who sing as a habit every day, they give some good response to health. Sometimes it's good for your health and longevity. They live longer. I think expressing out doesn't have to be like always by talking and logic, sitting with your mother and you know what you did to me, and sometimes you create more dramas. Expressing out, it is singing is present time, and it's also a way to be useful to others, because singing is giving a message of happiness. Even if your mother is singing alone in the kitchen, very far away, you listen to the voice, that is giving you some relaxation, happiness, cooperation with one another. So they find out this interesting idea, that singing alone is helping everybody and is helping yourself. Another thing that they study is an interesting study, because living with girls is improving your health. So they could see that, let's say one father with a wife and 3 girls, this guy is living longer than a guy with a wife and 3 sons. Why living together with girls? It applies also for girls. Just think about it, 5 girls living together in the house, they live longer than 5 guys living together in a house. 5 guys, they not very long lasting. I suppose girls by nature, it is much more expressing out. The girl, your wife, will knock on your brain and say, bring me an emotions, my darling. How do you feel today? Right? Guys between guys, we are not knocking for emotions. How are you? I'm fine. Come on, let's watch football. So the amount of expressing out and communication is much less. By nature, it's not only education. Girls are communicative, guys, we are instrumental. It's instrumental, easy with the instruments. Working with the instrument, comfortable. Leave me alone like this, I'm happy. But the girl said, come here, I can see you are sad today. So the girls are calling up for emotions. Another studies are doing your chores. Doing the chores is doing your domestic, like cleaning, weeping, washing dishes. This expands your life and improve your health. This is another way to express out with the things around you. And it's also another way to be useful to others. Every time you are cleaning the house, you clean it for yourself, but also for the people who are living with me. So this is like sharing, it's a message. These studies, they are not very comfortable for the rich people. They have maids and servants in the house. Some people, they don't even get a glass of water. They get a ping, please bring me water. This is the price of the machism. Even before when the husband stopped working, sitting down, eating, doing nothing, and he died very soon. Now the life expectation was very different from women's and men. Now it's getting shorter. Close to guys are even expanding the life more, because we participate with the family. We participate with the education. We can cry too. Just before, the big distance was terrible. Grandmother was very useful until very late. Grandfather is useless. He's just taking money from the house and eating a lot and doing nothing. The grandfather was useless at the age of 65, was very useless. So he died with 67. My grandmother, 100 years old. Because he's still cooking in the house, helping. Another strange study, people living nearby the hospital, they use it less and they live longer. What a strange thing, right? So I suppose people here, far away from the hospital, you have a house here, like 1 hour to the hospital, they get into panic attack. This is the negative placebo. So my leg, again, the hospital is very far, let's go to the car. And then they go fast, my leg, and then die heart attack in the middle of on the way. But if you live very near the hospital, then I have some pain here. No problem, you can see the hospital there. If something happens, we'll go, just relax. And then you relax, nothing happened. I suppose it's the placebo, negative placebo effect creating this problem. They could see mapping the cities, and people living near the hospital, they don't use them. How important is to be calm. And being calm is important also to use for the benefit of everybody else. I can get a panic attack. This is selfish in a way. You have to think and everybody else is around you. No, Pete, I don't like this cockroach. Yeah, but everybody else you're affecting with your emotion the house. So maintain calm and happy, it is be useful, and well, it's another way to express out. Vitamin D is also the most important vitamin they could see for health and longevity. Vitamin D is coming from the sun. And the sun, what is helping people, it is to cooperate, talk, get together. So people living in the equator line, they just wake up in the morning, they open the door and they go out. Where are you going? I don't know, out. But people in the northern European countries, especially in winter, you have to have a plan. You don't go out just by like this, it could be dangerous. Of course, it is studied with exercise, mainly two things, only walking and running. In a way to maintain yourself agile and useful, this is the same thing. And someone who is into sport is always ready with energy to help people around. You are fully tired and please bring me a thing, bring me that, you become a problem in the house. You don't become a helper, you become a problem. Expressing out also, not only talking, but when you are running, the lung is moving, the communication with the outside, everything. I suppose they haven't done studies, as far as I know, with teamwork. Like in teamwork, it will be dangerous. If you have a very nice team group, then it's it's very healthy. But if you have conflict with that guy, with this one, you are not passing me the ball, you are always very ego making the goal, then it becomes a nightmare. So that is risky in that way. When you are running alone, it's not as much. So that depends a lot about the teamwork that you are building up. We have a sentence in Spain, small village, big hell. Yeah, because sometimes you have some trouble with the neighbor. My grandfather had trouble with the neighbor, still we don't talk with them. And this is like 200 years ago. And this neighbor, so small problem, you cannot run away. So another interesting study is that people living in the city live longer. City, I would say, but the city is full of pollution, contamination is there, stress. Yeah, but in a village, small village, big hell. One single problem, you cannot run away. So of course, if you have a very nice communication with everybody in the village, everybody gets along well. Have you ever seen a small village like this? It's difficult. Yeah. But if it's the case, I suppose they live longer than in a city. But most of the cases, yeah, in the city you have some friend, you fight with him, you don't see him in the rest of your life. Have another 5 million people to interact. I don't need you. So you are constantly changing your groupings. Your groups are constantly changing in a city. But in the village, no chance. So at the end you isolate. You live alone with your family and you don't want to see that those motherfuckers coming there. So you become gossip, you become aggressive. I suppose this is the case. So living in the cities, the quality in relationship is much more important than pollution or even stress. Another studies, and we cannot control very much, is that the health of my grandparents are affecting my health. This is also, they could see it and it is happening to all of us. So, but it's giving a beautiful information, the importance of my self-taking care. If I take care of myself, actually my body is not mine. This is the message. My body belongs to the family tree. So if I am healthy and not balancing my emotions, I will pass on this one to my grandchildren. So the idea of we are just alone, only me, I can be aggressive with me, just my life, just me, this is not true. Science proves it. Your body is not yours, it belongs to the full family tree. Like one single cell, it belongs to your full body. So even if you don't love yourself, I'm sorry, you have to love everybody else. Because my grandfather drink a lot and smoke all his life, now I have to have some lung problem because of him. It's not beautiful thing, right? And taking care of my body because I love my people. So that's another way of being useful. So taking care of your diet, it is okay as soon as it doesn't break the flow of your family. You are very radical in your family and say, we cannot eat these tomatoes. Then the tomatoes are not so important. The important is now everybody's against you, now you're having conflict, and just get the chocolate to enjoy it, everybody. This is more important. They get together, the communication between people. Why some people they never get sick? This is an interesting thought. Some people, doesn't matter what they do, things wrong, they eat a lot of things wrong, but they usually don't get any troubles. We know many people like this. Sometimes in the family he's always healthy, yeah? But he's not the most perfect in the habits. And this is what I call the angle theory. The angle theory is to understand why some people they don't get sick and other ones, even they try to look after the diet a lot, they're always facing troubles along life. I think it's a lot to do with my destiny, something that we can call destiny. Everybody is born with different skills, different virtues. So the universe or the gods are producing people with different destinies, different skills. Some of these skills are changing along your life, are adapting and moving. It's not something very fixed, but more or less is related. It will be hard to see someone in a totally radical skill. Even a mother with two twins brothers, they can tell you that this brother pay attention to these things, fascinated with flies. And the other one doesn't care about the flies at all. He's fascinated with these fans. So even twin brothers, they have a different, they are attracted to different things at a very early age, especially at this very early age. We will talk about it. The mother had to do the recording and all my life tell me what is my destiny. The mother is running the destiny, the father is running the path, kind of. So this is my starting point, 0 years old, and then I have to run my life something like this. It's not easy, but I make mistakes, but I'm correcting my mistakes. This is what I call the natural path. If I'm following my natural path according with what nature have given me, then this is why health is very strong. People that they love what they do, they hardly get sick, they hardly get troubles. So one of the messages that you know that you are in your destiny is because health is with you. You have no pain, no diseases. Sometimes we have small troubles, but easily we come back to normal again. This is because you are on your way. So something happened, like for example here you're breaking away here. And then we always have the chance to come back. Very common that we come back. However, if you don't do so, because different reasons in life, you continue going away. And going away, this is now what I call the disease path. This is happening, the breaking up, when you are stop using your virtues. You are in a different place using some things that are not your strong points. Everybody have strong points and weak points. You are not clever enough and you're trying to run your life with your weak points, then your body will send you a message. So we understand by this that one of the destinies of everybody is to develop your natural virtues. That's the only thing you are responsible about. Whatever you think you're good at, continue making it bigger and bigger day after day. That's the only responsibility that you have. Destiny will unfold by itself. Don't go for a destiny. Go just for whatever you feel like. And then destiny will come by itself. And forcing a destiny normally is some brain's idea. I will go that way because I think it'll be fine. I think this is dangerous, it's difficult. Go with your emotions, wherever you feel like that you feel comfortable about. Just pay attention on that, push it, and then you will say, okay, I'm here. I'm with my people, I am in my place, this is home. Actually, I like this idea. I have this Mahabharata. You know, Mahabharata is the ancient book in India. In this Mahabharata book is a time the most important for yogis, the Gita. Yeah, so you heard about this, the Gita, or double T sometimes, Gita. It's a conversation between one of the main characters, which is Arjuna, the guy with the arrow, and Krishna, which is a god. So this human is asking Krishna, what should I do in life? Where to go? His advice is like, don't run your life following victories or failures. If you're trying to run your life paying attention to victories or failures, whatever people they tell you it is a plus or a minus, then you easily will make mistake. And this is very difficult. Most of the time we run our life because of the victory. What is a winner? We call it, you are a winner. Usually in this society, winner, it is money, right? Wherever money is, go there. Some people, they say, I hate this job, but they pay me double. So let me go this way. Very dangerous. You will have a lot of money, but full of health problems. Sometimes they tell you, okay, this drawing that you done, it doesn't look nice. This idea of I don't like it, or I like it, is become with the social life. In every culture, there are very different tastes. So we cannot run because some people tell me, okay, this picture is amazing, or this picture is terrible. No, like this Van Gogh, right? This Van Gogh fellow, everybody told him, and your drawings are stupid. But he continued, and now he's one of the most famous in history. So even failures don't pay attention. People have different ideas. Usually we run a lot about this, what my people think about my job, my skills. So then this Arjun in the book is asking, so where should I go then? If I don't pay attention to victories according with society, or to failures according with society, what should I do? He said, okay, the place in the middle, it is the wherever you feel like. Go with your feelings, go wherever you are feeling comfortable with. And this is health. Health is not only physical, it's health in your emotions. If your emotions are healthy, when you are painting, stay there, continue going. Your emotions are very healthy when you are doing some carpentering, then stay there with the wood. Yeah. This is how we should run our life. Before it was much easier. Right now, the amount of options, the opportunities in the society is so big and we are quite confused. And the opportunities, normally, even my parents told me, what are you doing? Be a lawyer, money is there. And I said, well, I don't like to study law. I don't feel, when you give me the book, I get sick. I feel like vomiting to take this book away. You know, my body is reacting. So the first reaction when you are breaking apart your destiny, we have a message from our body. First reaction, we can call it metabolic. The metabolic message is a message from your body. My brain doesn't know my destiny. My brain is a teenager, a little bit confused, just there for the logic. The destiny is run by the kidneys, mainly. So they cannot talk to me and tell me things. They give me message. Most of the message are like synchronizing with people. Message are, yet you have to be alert of these signals, omens. I don't know, you call it omens? Omens. Yeah, omens in your everyday life. Some very people are very perceptive on this. Sometimes you can make a mistake if you go to the fashion. Now everybody is going there, me too. But the first message is a little bit difficult to get. You have to be very intuitive or understanding this, or well educated for this kind of message. If you continue going wrong in time, after, everybody is different. After some few months, some people after a few days, then you will get an emotional message. Then you feel emotional discomfort, anxiety, stress. Your body is trying to tell you, correct this line, you're going in the wrong direction. Don't go that way. They're not talking to your brain, they're talking to your body in the form of the diseases, physical problems. No, in this case, emotional problems. If you continue going on, you don't listen to it, then this physical message will come. And then now physical problems. So as far as you are to your natural path, then the amount, the increase, the power of the message increases. It's more and more strong as soon as you are going away and away and away. This is why the disease is coming. If you want to listen to me, then I will increase my volume. Still not listening, an extra. Still not listening, extra. Until it is like, okay, now you are, in a way, I'm forcing you to listen. Are you going to listen to me when you get a cancer? Then I give you a cancer. And then, some people, they listen at the beginning, like this is, you are correcting your life constantly. Yeah. It's a lot about the education. Your mother, basically your mother, just go wherever you feel like. I love you anyway. It's an unconditional love. So just be wherever. The father have to be agree, okay, just be yourself. Enjoy what you do, we are going to support you in many ways. So then these people are healthy. That's also the importance of the balanced mother and father, to take you in the, to give you the message of just enjoy your life. Another studies, money is also helping in health. Because if you are a poor family, you are going this way, Mama, I don't like to be a lawyer. Yeah, I know, but we have no food to eat. Sorry, you have to go that way. When you have money, you say, do whatever you want. I want to do full day painting. I pay for that. Stay there. So the little bit of money also is another research. Money is also important for health, especially when you grow older. This is a study about poor people is difficult. But the poor people, another part of my destiny is the continuation. We'll talk about the continuation of my family tree. So poor people, they cannot do these kind of things, so they just continue what my grandfather was doing. She has like a mobile shop. Then, well, I don't think so. My grandfather mobile shop, no. They have like a carpenter shop, then my father too, and then me too. This is part of your destiny too, especially for poor people. The tree is growing this way. Nowadays the trees are growing like in many ways. It's more oxygen to breathe, more opportunities in society. So what happens if you are not listening? Then one of the biggest problems of medicine, we'll talk about is stopping the inflammation, and is stopping the pain. If I'm having some physical pain here, then the people go to the doctor and say, give me some painkillers so I can continue with my life. If I'm trying to speak like this and you put me, then I will speak with my hip and then pain here. You give me something to the hip, I want to talk, then I got a headaches. You give me something for the headaches, I will speak with my finger. Now the finger. Many people going in the wrong path, disease path, they are always just helping here, problem there, helping here, problem there. And the pills cannot help you. Pills are stopping the voice of the symptom. And if the symptom is trying to speak, it's because something. There's a reason behind, right? You cannot just stop the voice from your destiny. If you continue going this line, because you cannot listen or because you don't want to, nowadays the educational system is terrible, in my opinion. They're educating people to be obedient. Just discipline without understanding. When I was a child, I couldn't understand. And they tell me, don't think, just obey. I am the teacher, just do it. Even my mother, just do it. I am your mother, do it. But I don't understand. Yeah. They educate obedient people. So you continue, and then at the end of this journey, you will reach a very beautiful place, full of light and white color, called hospital. Then you will reach the hospital, because you are not listening, and then hospital. I know some doctors, they told me, we get heart attack people, and then I know some people with 14 heart attacks, 14. So it means that when you're in the hospital, beautiful thing happen to everybody without any medication. And what happened in the hospital to everybody is like resolutions. Resolutions means I promise to myself I will change. Everybody, even before the pill is coming and the doctor is operating me, just in bed like this, afraid of my heart attack, afraid of whatever happened, everybody starts thinking, I cannot continue like this. I have to change my life. I will spend more time. Everybody is moving this way. I promise to spend more time with my family. I have to do things that I like. I remember I abandoned here. Maybe I was 18 years old. I abandoned my trumpet. Then in the hospital with 50 years old, say I have to come back to my trumpet. Yes. And then after the hospital, they go back to the house. The behavior changed a lot. The routine is fully different. they just get the dust out of the trumpet and the after the heart attack. This is what happened in most of the people after the hospital, the shock of the hospital. Resolution, promise. If the promise is very deep and strong, the body trusts you and the symptoms goes away. Very common in the hospital, they call it placebo again, but it's not placebo. After the intervention, no, before the intervention of the doctor, all the symptoms are already gone. It should be a good hospital, the ones who at the beginning, they only give placebo to the patients. That will be the best hospital. If things are not going, then we can do something else. But at the beginning, just the shocking of death transforms your life. I'm wasting my time, and then let me go back to this one. Just this direction takes all these symptoms out. Suddenly you feel great. Most of the people, they say, because of the doctor. Because of that pill that he was giving me was an amazing pill. Now I believe more in science. I don't think it was the pill. Actually, it was because your resolutions, deeper inside resolutions, are the biggest pill that you can take. The other ones are even distracting. They're breaking. Some people, they say, give me a very strong pill and I can continue, even in a hospital. A big amount of chemicals. And then those worse, sometimes they die. Believing in science, they die. Right? Yeah, why 14 times? Because after you come back in the hospital, this shocked. You promise yourself to go back here. The body listens to you. Symptoms are going away, and then everybody's like your boss is saying, "Don't worry, stay at home. I heard about your heart attack. Take your time. We can survive without you. Enjoy it." The first day, my boss is very nice. Third day is okay. Fourth day, calling me again. We are very busy here. How are you? Yes, come fast. But doctor told me 1 week. We can't. Come. Then society is pushing you back to this train. This pushing train is very strong sometimes nowadays. It's very hard to jump out. How can I pay my mortgage? My loans to the bank. No, my wife is telling me, I know your heart attack, but go. You're gonna get fired. It's pushing you in that direction. So slowly you go with the trumpet and say, okay, I'll keep it here. I promise to come back. But then you forget after 1 week, the trumpet is not there anymore. Your natural path is a little bit again lost. So you continue, second heart attack. Yeah, this message by the autonomous nervous system doesn't want to kill you. It's a warning. It's warning you, but if you don't listen, and warning you back. Warning you again, even 14 times. You don't die. You are coming back. It's a warning. Boom. Killing is very fast, very easy. If your body wants to kill you, some people die like boom. Nice and good. This is for the family tree. If the family tree wants to kill you, it's very easy. But why doesn't it want to kill you? Why all these symptoms, life is full of troubles? It's just they have a hope. The universe is hoping you. They have a hope on you. If you come back, you still have some chance to do your destiny. Just go back. Don't forget about your natural virtues. Develop this one. This is why I think in our nowadays society, many people with a lot of problems. Because most of us educated in these stupid schools, like robots, obedience, most of them, I think I know my natural path. I can see you can see my energy and my health, right? Most of the people there, let's say 95% of the people in our society are not in the natural path. After 40 years old, everybody has symptom here, symptom there, many troubles. Yeah, in the traditional societies, no hospitals, no expensive things, no food is not so good. They don't have access to many nice things. They're eating nothing much. However, they are everybody in the destiny. So they don't need a hospital. You can see, I could see in India, they never get sick. When they get sick, they die. Very fast. So it is not a warning. It's just death. It has to come for the benefit of the group. You have to die. But in the West, so many things, problem. They continue, they survive. They're telling us because we have a very nice health system to maintain people alive. I don't think this is the reason. The reason is that because it's a warning. And then you don't listen, again. So this is very interesting, the studies of people that never get sick. People who never get sick is because they love what they do. I like this guy, he's a great educator, he's a British guy, he's called Ken Robinson. He said, I know two kind of people, those who are waiting for the weekend to come, and those who love what they do.
I meet all kinds of people who don't enjoy what they do. They simply go through their lives getting on with it. They get no great pleasure from what they do. They endure it rather than enjoy it and wait for the weekend. But I also meet people who love what they do and couldn't imagine doing anything else. If you said to them, don't do this anymore, they'd wonder what you were talking about. Because it isn't what they do, it's who they are. They say, but this is me. You know, it would be foolish for me to abandon this because it speaks to my most authentic self. And it's not true of enough people. In fact, on the contrary, I think it's still true of a minority of people. And I think there are many possible explanations for it. And high among them is education. Because education, in a way, dislocates very many people from their natural talents.
As a teenager, I was waiting for the weekend to come. Friday, I was happy on Saturday, Friday, Saturdays, Sunday not so much, and Monday depressed. And again, starting this routine. This is nowadays is working like this. Why you should get depressed on Monday? You love what you do. Yeah. When it's about 9 o'clock here, I feel more energy, I enjoy what I do. I'm not waiting for the weekend to come, I enjoyed what I do. So, but 90% of the people are waiting for the weekend to come. What do they do in the weekend? Drinking to relax the tension in my week. You know, what kind of life is this one? Who told us that this is the right way? The disease is speaking. We have to, I think it's the time of history we have the most disease ever in history. The biggest amount. And we live longer, but with a very difficult life. Only these palliatives, or how you call it, pills to maintain. So the job of the dragon, I'm going to finish it up now. You can see the job of the dragon is to bring people back to the natural path. This is the only way to cure somebody. I can relieve very easy with needles. But if I want to cure somebody, I'll have to hold him and push him to your path. This is the real dragon job. This is when you cure somebody for the long run. Otherwise, pain here, pain there. Many doctors, including acupuncturists, they don't want this to happen because then you lost the patient. You're doing your proper job, the patient will never come back. This is when I feel proud. But you think about money, you want the patient, you love the patient, and it's here, hypochondriac, make you money to your pocket. Hypochondriac people. What I wanted, this is why I have a school, I wanted to focus on only helping and learning, not thinking about the money. So the real help is when the patient never come back. Maybe coming back after 10 years, 5 years, of course, life is not easy. Just to know that the attitude of the dragon is to take people, shake it, so they're confused and they will find their own path. We cannot tell the patient exactly, you should go, this is your talents. How do you know? We are not divine people to know what is your life. The only thing we can do, same than the hospital, I call it ancestral shock. Ancestral because it is, I'm not shaking the patient, I'm shaking his full family tree together with him, the ancestors. Because your life is not yours, your destiny is not yours, it belongs to everybody in the family tree. So if I help you here, I'm helping you, all of you. If I don't help all your family, the problem will come back. If I only try to help you, that will not be possible. So it's ancestral shock, and shocking all your ancestors. Not only you. This is why I call it the ancestral shock. Because we don't know exactly your life, your family tree, or your virtues. What we do is similar to a hospital, just confuse you, like shaking you. If I'm walking this wheel like a train, you come here and then you put me, boom. When I'm confused, then I pick up my trumpet. Just confusion will take me, or fears of death. But exactly just you advise the patient is difficult. But sometimes they ask you, so what do you think? Should I go to my trumpet? Then I always say it, you really enjoy it. Do you enjoy it when you do it? Do you, because you play well or you play terrible? I actually play terrible, but I love it. Then continue. You don't have to be Charlie Parker, the biggest guy in, this is another problem in society. Oh, if I'm not the best, nothing. What kind of stupidity is this? This American competition. Eh? No, you enjoy it, do it. I'm not going to make money, I'm not going to be the best trumpet, but you're going to be the most healthy guy in the planet. And now you're a winner. So, yes, that the ancestral shock is just confuse the patient, not advice. Sometimes advice, but literally, for the origin treatment, it is to click, 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 and make it a little bit of weird feelings here. Then you are lost and you're starting to behave in a different way. Health is starting always with a change. Health is starting always with a change, something different than what you are doing. You are getting treatment and you continue with exactly the same, nothing will happen. Something has to be changed. Sometimes it's just internal, the attitude. You don't have to get divorced, you don't have to kill your job. Sometimes it's just an attitude. And the attitude changes the whole world around you. So this is our job, is to slap people. Don't think about it. Don't think about it, because the autonomous system will think for you. And he knows your destiny. He's the only one who knows. You don't know, I also don't know. Only your natural path, your natural autonomous system. These organs, they know. This is what origin treatment is, to address the quality in relationship between the organs. This is what we'll talk maybe tomorrow. Quality in relationship, the liver getting along well with the spleen, getting along with the kidneys. If they get along well, then they easily run your life. And they have to get along well with the brain. If everybody get along well, but the brain is the emperor. He says, no, fuck you all with your decisions. Now we'll go for that. And then everything also difficult. So the quality relationship within your organs. This is what we're trying to find in origin treatment.